What is up, everyone? This is Axe,
What's up, everyone? This is Fizenteen.
and welcome back to another edition of the Chopping Block. We haven't been here in a while, but we are back, and we're going to talk about recent game releases and new future game releases. And I'm going to go ahead and start this one off with a game that I am particularly looking forward to. And Fizz, I know we've talked about this. We recently got a new SSB game announced, which is it was announced at E3 2011, and it's being developed for both the Wii U and the 3DS, and it's confirmed that they're going to have some form of connectivity. And I know that they said in this version, Sakurai said he wants there to be individual and customizable characters, which that's going to be pretty interesting. And he also commented that he wanted perhaps Capcom characters to be involved in some way. So, with Marvel versus Capcom, of course, they've showed that those characters they can thrive really well in fighting games. So, Fizz, what do you think some of the differences could be in the Wii U version and the 3DS?
Well, just you know what? The main thing that I would say that would probably be different is just like the motion, man. The Wii's all about the motion and all that. It's not just about like. Of course, you can do the motion bashing if you want to, but I think it like introduces a new type, like with just the motion control. I think that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. We'll probably have some console exclusive characters too. There are some games that are really popular for the 3DS. I assume we're gonna have those characters making an appearance in the DS version of Smash, obviously just to kind of rep that system. Kind of like when with Soul Calibur 2 was the first one of the first major instances where you had console exclusive characters back in the day.
No, yeah, definitely, yeah.
I think we can look forward to that. So I'm just definitely looking forward to some SSB4. All right, what else we got, Fizz?
Well, of course, tonight, of course, at every GameStop or major game store near you, the most anticipated Madden 12 comes out
Heck yes.
tonight. God, yes, nothing like some football. Even though I suck horribly, but still, I like getting on there on the gridiron and just going at it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But definitely, what I've seen in the preview of this game, and I'm not down in it, but EA, I mean, online stuff is great and everything like that, but it seems like to me that the only thing that they upped in this game is just that it looks more prettier, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, the pregame, you know, shows and like, the just the presentation is what I'm trying to get at. Just looks better. Yeah, I mean, as far as gameplay, I mean, you know, I know it's a football game. You can't really do much to it or anything like that, but I think, I mean, it should do well. I'd give it probably about like 8.0, you know what I mean? But
Definitely.
it's going to be the same score over and over. I think Madden 12 gets an 8.0 out of the fans' response. What do you think?
Definitely. It's one of those games that everyone anticipates, and I think, like you said, all across the board, if people aren't, really into it, at least everyone every now and then likes to play, some Madden and stuff because it's just one of those games that's so addictive.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. I mean, getting in a room with a bunch of your friends, just going at it, or getting online and just doing it for bragging rights. Like, somebody's talking smack about your team. Well, hey, put your talk to the walk and let's play a game. I love that, man. That's what it's all about with Madden. It's just I don't know, I guess the sense of competition. I think that's what really does it for Madden.
Definitely. And another really interesting game that's coming out next week is a game called Dead Island, and I know we talked about this Fizz before.
Oh man,
Yeah,
yes, it's
this
gonna be
game,
awesome.
yeah, this game, it looks to me kind of like. At first, I was like, okay, it's gonna be a Left 4 Dead clone, but like I read up more about this game, and it's open world gameplay, and it's first person perspective, and you can do up to 4 player co-op, and you have an interactive environment. And you can have. They said that there's going to be customizable weaponry, customizable vehicular combat, and all this stuff. And they also said, and this is what really has got me curious. They said there were going to be RPG elements in this game. They said there's going to be an experience system and a skill tree with a stamina bar and all this different stuff. And to me, when you combine RPGs and zombies, just like sign me up right then,
Oh yeah, definitely. I think anything if most of the gaming world out there now, since thanks to Call of Duty and all and Left 4 Dead, of course, but anything mentioned about zombies, it's pretty much hey, I got to get that.
Definitely.
So
Like it's one of those. It seems similar to Left 4 Dead in the fact that they have the zombies, but of course they have the advanced zombies, which they have like there's they've talked about different enemies and they showed in the trailers. There's the drowner, the suicider, the thug, and all these different enemies that you're gonna have to face. So it seems to me like this game, it's gonna be you got first person elements, you have shooter elements, you have sandbox elements and RPG elements, all this stuff. I think this is one that they're going to be able to reach like a large amount of gamers because like you'll have your RPG gamer who will be able to say, okay, I can relate to this, and then you'll have your guy who likes the shooter games and he'll be like, okay, I can relate to this too. So definitely look out for this. I mean, to our subs, you'll probably see Fizz and I playing this game in the near future.
oh yeah, definitely. And just to mention like us playing like console and everything. I know I've been saying on my channel for the past few weeks now that you know console vids are coming up soon and everything like that. It's just taking me a little bit more time to get the right capture card, of course, because I want anything that I do, and of course if I click accident, I want it to be high quality, good stuff for you guys. So
Right.
I'm still working on it. So it's coming soon. So just please be patient. I thank you all for your support. But back to the gaming thing. Okay. Recently we had what? Deus Ex Human Revolution coming
Yeah.
out, right? Okay, that got a decent review, but me personally, when I played it, I quite enjoyed it, man. I
Yeah.
mean, just because if anybody's watched the trailer, if anybody watched any videos, gameplay, it just, I don't know, the uniqueness, if you will, of it is just crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, uh, yeah, overall, I mean, I only played for a little bit, but I think it was a pretty good game. So I think what everybody gave it on the review side, it did really well. So, big ups to, Deus Ex Human Revolution. Go ahead, X.
Yeah, that's definitely a game. I think that like you said, it's just so different, but at the same time, like playing it, I think it's a game that's once you actually get into it, it's kind of easy to get used to and everything. And with that aspect, it's another one of those.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it keeps you just coming back for more. And now I get to
Oh,
talk.
yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, and now we get to talk about Fez. This is one we've been looking forward to this for a long time. Resident Evil Revelations.
My God. Yes, it is about time.
Yeah, it's coming out for the 3DS, and it's in early 2012, so we're a little ways away. But the thing I think is gonna make this game catch on. When Resident Evil 4 came out, it was revolutionary, and then Resident Evil 5 followed in those same footsteps. But the only gripe that we kind of got were people saying, it takes away from kind of the original stuff. Like I heard one of the complaints where there were not enough puzzles and all this stuff, but Revelations says that they're going to take it back to survival horror elements. And they said in this one there's going to be a limited supply of ammo, and there's going to be more emphasis on, the actual exploring and the puzzle aspect. And it's going to keep the over-the-shoulder view perspective, which, as we talked about that, I think that's catching on today. I think that's better than first or third person.
Oh, most definitely, dude. I mean, just again, it's all about gameplay, dude. It's just what it brings to the table. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, I know me and you, Ax, and of course we're different from other people, but when we go for a game, it's not just about the graphics. I mean, graphics, yes, we all know it's next gen, looks amazing, but what we really shoot for is gameplay.
Right,
What are you going to
exactly.
get out of the game when you sit down, put that controller in your hand? What is the gaming experience going to be? And I think that's what it brings to the table. It's something different, unique. So, yeah, I'm going to love it, man. It's going
Yeah,
to be great.
it's gonna be great, and we get to see it still has the BSAA storyline there that was introduced in the fifth game, and we have Joe Valentine and Chris Redfield as the protagonist, and that is a huge throwback to the original Resident Evil because I think that I'm glad they brought Chris back in Resident Evil 5. I know Leon. He got a huge. He got over with the fans big time because he was the main character of the fourth game, or Resident Evil 4, which is arguably the best game in the series. But I'm really glad that they're giving Chris another appearance right after his appearance in 5. And spoiler alert, in case nobody's played 5, Jill's not dead. She'll be back in this game. We saw her. We saw her in 5 as well, and she'll be back here. So, I can't wait for that. All right, what else we got, Fizz?
Okay, let me talk about. Okay, we got another like open world, if you will, first person shooter. There we go. I could talk. But coming out, it's called Rage. It kind of gives you like a sense of like a rage. Yes, we do a lot, don't we, X?
Yes, a lot of raging.
But it kind of gives you like a Borderlands feel. And of course, Borderlands 2 coming out here pretty soon and everything, just to get a little taste of that gameplay again. I think that's gonna be awesome.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know about you, but I definitely enjoyed Borderlands.
Oh,
so
God,
I'm kind of looking forward to this little teaser thing until Borderlands 2 comes out.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those games, like I said before. It kind of took me by surprise about just how much fun it was, and just to see that we have a game that's going to follow along in those footsteps and give us more of that same elements. Because like you said, it all goes back to gameplay.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And at first, with Borderlands, just continuing on that just a little bit, I was kind of disappointed that they went to the kind of like the cartoony type, because I mean the original, gosh, what's the word, X? The original, I guess, concept
Right.
art, if you will, was going to be more like realistic.
Yeah.
But then they went and changed the whole entire thing to, cartoonish type look. And I was like, I don't know. But you know what? I stuck to my guns and went out and I bought it, and it turned out to be great anyhow. So, thumbs up.
Right.
Can't wait for the second one, man.
Definitely. And for those of you out there who are Wii fans, we have or Nintendo fans in general, we have coming out for the 3DS. We have Kid Icarus Uprising, scheduled for release, and it was tentative to be released in November 2011. So we're looking forward to that. That's a game that the Kid Icarus game. Like I was at first, I was kind of scratching my head on that because I remember from way back in the day, the old game for the NES, and I was sitting there thinking, how are they gonna really bring Kid Icarus back, and how are they gonna do this? Well, I gotta really hand it to him, because they brought him into Brawl. They brought Pitt into Brawl, and he caught on. Like he now has a following. Like we've seen like a really big fan base for this character come back, and I think that just shows how with they can take a character who most people have forgot about, build that character up, and then all of a sudden, we have there's a whole new franchise reborn from this.
Well, I mean, I think that's what game developers shoot for. Just of course, like you said, it was on the original NES and all that good stuff, and but bringing them back, just giving, I guess, bring something new to the table. I mean, of course, we got Mario, Zelda, all that good stuff, but
Right.
just kind of introducing a new, bringing this character back and bringing something new to the table. I think that's the reason why it got such a big fan base, because it's like, hey, something new. That's awesome. Let's do it.
Exactly. And he and Pitt, like you said, Pitt, like Mario and like Link and like Samus, was rooted back in the original NES days, and I think that was a character that just kind of got pushed aside, and a lot of people had forgot about him. But then I guess Nintendo just realized, hey, we have this character here that is still viable, because if you look at the 100 greatest NES games of all time, you're gonna see that game on there. You're gonna see Kid Icarus on there, because it was just a great game, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do here, because Nintendo has really, in my opinion, they've outdone themselves. They've stuck to a consistent formula, and they've had to compete with these shooters and these open world games like that are on the the PS3 or the 360, and I think they've really easily kept themselves as a front runner here. So I can't wait for that.
That's definitely, man. That's great.
All right, so what do we got next, Fizz?
Okay, coming out next month. Of course, I played multiplayer base. This